Hey guys, Deathletter Magic here with a quick follow-up with additional information about yesterday's wonderful video because, my god, it gets worse. Yeah, it's an angry SJW from Twitter, so of course it gets worse. First and foremost, I gotta throw this in here. Picture of Kyle. What an effing crybaby loser. Those aren't tears, those are full-on snowflakes pouring out of his dead cold heart. And she's tweeted worse than that I can't even put on YouTube. So she's that level of I comment on stuff without researching it first, which I believe is actually a requirement to be on Twitter. You have to agree that you're never going to look into something before commenting on it. And then there's this, which is the entire reason I'm making a follow-up video. If you're just gonna keep removing my comments, which I never did, never deleted her comment at all comments are held for review. You guys know this. And I was doing this thing called sleeping, like a normal person does, instead of living on Twitter 24/7. But yeah, if you're gonna keep removing my comments, then I'm gonna remove your video, smiley face. Bitch, try it. Your name, if that even is your real name, I kind of doubt it, is on not only your YouTube profile, for God's sake, it's on the damn cards. So you're a public figure, okay? That ain't a privacy complaint waiting to happen. So the only thing else is an illegal DMC takedown or an illegal flagging attempt, which now that you admitted I'm the one behind it if it happens, I'm gonna sue you. So I would recommend not attempting to take down my video and not threatening me, because that doesn't go well. It hasn't gone well with the last 10 people who tried it. You think you can just bully people, threaten people, get your way? Yeah, go back to Twitter where that shit works. This is YouTube. And this is me. We don't take this shit lightly. And I will absolutely destroy you legally if you try any shit like what you just said. So moving on from those two main points, let's continue. So just terrible human being, but it gets worse. I did want to correct something. People are like, well, look at this. This is her site, which, oh, there we go. Fantasy avatar. So we got that whole thing going on. What, is she also a furry? Although I did want to correct something from yesterday's video. I believe said something like, oh, somebody said she used to be a man, and I thought they were just being a dick saying like, oh, haha, she's not very attractive or whatever. No, she actually used to be a man. So like they weren't kidding and they weren't insulting her, and neither was I. Although on her website, the About tab says she's in a lesbian relationship, but she used to be a man. That just seems like more steps. And this is why I don't go on Twitter. But anyway, everybody's like, it's free. You can give away stuff for free. It's called fan art. Yes, that is correct. If you comply with a very strict set of guidelines, which of course I've read about on YouTube covering Magic for like 8 years. I have almost 3,000 videos. I've read the damn document like 10 times. I know what the rules are, and I looked into it when I first started my channel. My gosh, people. But anyway, if you do a minor amount of digging, this is where she is selling them. Now, you might look at this and say, okay, but those aren't the spell cards. Those are tokens. You can sell tokens. Yeah, generally. I'm not sure how okay Wizards really is with it, but the general, like, unspoken consensus seems to be that you can make and sell, like, fan art tokens, but you can't use any of their, like, brands, logos, names, symbols, copyrighted card titles, and I think she might have dodged all that. But here's a fun little Q&A from the same document. May I include my fan content in my artistic portfolio? Yes, so long as you are not selling it and you make it clear that your work is not affiliated with or used by Wizards of the Coast. So fan art is cool as long as you don't sell it. While she's requesting donations, except while she is selling it on that website, it's so gray area, it's not up for me to decide. It's for Wizards' legal department to find out, and multiple people have told me that they already notified them with the report form that's somewhere. So we'll see how that goes. If they're cool with it, whatever. I'm sure they're going to be like, oh, look at her demographic information. She can get away with anything. I'm sure it'll go nowhere, but this is just such a bullshit scam. Let me just compare this, okay? Make it clear that your work is not affiliated with or used by Wizards of the Coast. Well, now I could have sworn she said in a now deleted tweet, which is what people always do when they're not guilty, is... Thank you to @MTG Secret Lair for the preview to the stunning Art Deco Secret Lair ahead of New Capenna. That's like the polar opposite of telling everybody you're not associated with Wizards of the Coast, acting on their behalf, and that the products aren't from them in any way. But she knows what she's doing, and she never intended to sell the actual spell cards with copyrighted mana logos, copyrighted set symbols, copyrighted names, copyrighted everything. Oh, wait. Art Deco enamel pin. Wizards of the Coast, can I do this, please, please, please? Without actually tagging them because, she doesn't actually want to ask them. She doesn't actually want to have their attention brought upon her. Plus, I can't tell if it's a 3D render or an actual prototype. So she may or may not have gone far enough to, get one made. which a lot of just general rules, not Wizards policy, but just general IP, stuff and copyright and all this, all that stuff is you can do whatever you want for personal use as long as you make it yourself and don't sell it, don't transfer it, and don't give it away. Now, in one of her tweets, she said something to the effect of, "I wish I had a way to print these at home," which means that she had another company print it. Let me use an example from the real world that I am actually very familiar with, because my friends own a printing company and they do licensed stuff for the NFL. Like legally, the right way, and like pay them a percentage. If I take a wooden pallet and spray paint green and gold on it and then put the Packers logo and use all this copyrighted and trademark crap, that's fine. I made it and I'm not selling it. I'm not giving it away. I'm just keeping it on my property. That's legal. If I go to a third-party company and say, "Here, print this on a shirt," and it's a Green Bay Packer logo, but it's cool because it's only just for me, that's illegal. Or like a civil liability violation or both. It's copyright. Anyway, lightning round. I don't need to apply for Wizards of the Coast to know I can do better than them. Me versus them. Oh, that'll help your case when they're investigating it. The best part of my double quote secret layers is I use minimal eco-friendly recycled packaging courtesy of Shipping Shield. I looked into them. They actually look pretty cool. Well, that's followed by my packaging for 35 cards versus Wizards of the Coast for 15 cards. Yeah, but it's all biodegradable and they got rid of all the plastic, so throw it in the compost bin. They're actually creating a demand for recycled paper fibers because that's recycled cardboard. I mean, you gotta be kidding me. But in case you haven't caught on, she is angry about everything all the time. She has nothing good to say about anything. It's just a 24/7 complaint-a-thon about everybody's wrong and she's better than them on Twitter nonstop. Not to mention offensive political shit, complaining, shitting on Wizards, insulting Kyle, talking about how she hates men are the worst thing about gaming, blah, 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 blah. Look at the screenshot I stole from RuneScape and put on a card. Bragging about her sales numbers. Complaining about people not complaining about their age. Complaining about people complaining about software. And then also complaining about software. Yeah, more gamers are the worst, men are the worst. Gotta have more of that. Oh, complaining about police. Saw that one coming. Well, you get the idea. And actually, she just revised a whole bunch of stuff on her product page. It's a shame it wasn't big or old enough to be fully archived because I would have loved to show you what she wrote. So yeah, just real absolute classy person. Just happy, delightful, just out there living their best life, treating everybody with respect. Just kidding. She is miserable. And she went on a tweet deleting Rampage, or you guys just hit report on all the tweets. I don't know or care which it was. Insulting me, saying that I'm like jealous of her, which, did you look at my sub count? This isn't even my only YouTube channel. I mean, I'm not one to like start bragging or anything unless it's really merited to prove a point, but I guarantee I make more money than you do online. Remember, you tweeted out your own damn sales figures, for God's sake. It's hilarious how she thinks she can comment on me and then makes like 5 factual errors in like 3 tweets. Never even probably clicked on my damn channel. But like I said, it's outrage first and research second, except you completely delete step 2 and just never actually do it. Which is why she thinks Kyle should have been guilty. She probably thinks that he shot 3 black people. They're still pushing that on the Independent. Hey, did you know the guy he shot first was a pedophile? And I love how everybody from like Tim Pool to every other YouTuber's like taking the high road. I don't want anyone to die. It's still bad that he died. This guy raped like 9 children. That is literally worse than killing someone because then they have to grow up all fucked up in the head because of it and have therapy and probably turn into somebody like Kompy with severe mental issues, is hating everything and clearly having issues. So my official stance on pedophiles is I hope the next president makes it legal to tie them to a pole, pour gasoline over them, and light them on fire while they're still alive. Wait till you hear what I think we should do about pedophiles that actually commit crimes against children. I used to hunt these people for sport online when I was in high school. That's what I did for fun. I have a great disdain for them because some of my family members and friends and, group of associates and such work in counseling, and they get to like undo the damage done by these sick f***s. Well, anyway, that's all the additional information. I'll maybe throw a party stream when one of her stores gets taken down if Wizards decides not to act, which there is one thing I will reiterate. Don't fuck with me. I'm not someone who just takes this. SJWs are used to attacking everybody, but most of them at this point are familiar enough with me and actions I've taken in the past and people who are probably still in jail for making threats against me and actions. I don't take this shit lightly. I don't take insults and lies lightly. And the number one thing that I do not take sitting down and I do not fail to take action over is somebody threatening my job, my money, my YouTube channel. That threat to take down my video was completely unacceptable. You try some shit like that again, I'm gonna throw the legal book at you so hard, the next 5 years of your life are gonna be living hell. I've got the resources, I got the willpower, I've done it before, I'll do it again, so fuck off. Who am I kidding? She ain't gonna watch 9 minutes into this video. Whatever, do what you want, see what happens. Fuck around and find out. I'll see you guys next video.